Okay, so I got the Makita Dux60 36 volt battery powered trimmer here. We've been using this machine for a month now. We put on the Echo speed feed head on this one, and so far so good. Runs really good. No problems with it. Lots of power. Everything seems to be good. Really happy with this machine. Just running the this is the split shaft machine, so you can put different attachments on here. I think they have 7 attachments. We just run the trimmer line right now, or the line trimmer. This is the Echo speed feed head on here. Did the bolt modification on the bottom. That's wearing down a little bit, which is great, and not the plastic. But so far so good. Everything seems to be good. I think it all looks good there. Yeah, no cracks or anything. So everything's good so far after a month. Kicks out the line. You know, you got to give it a good hard bump, which is good. You're not kicking out line by accident by just tapping it on the ground like some other trimmers we have. Yeah, so far so good. Really easy to load. Guys love it. You don't have to open up the head. Just run your line through here and crank it up, and it's good to go. So excellent head so far. Echo speed feed 400 head. Mounts onto the Makita with a different adapter, and I have another video on that. But very simple to add this, and I highly recommend it. And we can run the 095 line, so there you go. Apart from that, we have 6 batteries, so we run 2 in the machine, obviously. And when they die, we put a power inverter in our truck, hooked directly up to the battery, and then we plug our Makita dual charger, which is this one here, or one of these. We run that in our truck with the power inverter. So we always have 2 batteries charging at all times, and while we're running the other sets, and seems to be fine. We have enough batteries and enough power to run, to charge up those batteries while these are running. And, you know, by break time, you got 15 minutes there of charge time, so you're never really out of power. You have enough batteries to run for, you know, for all day if you really wanted to. So this one here, we get about 20 to 30 minutes of run time on the second speed setting, which would be this guy right here. That seems to be the best speed for trimming anything. You know, pretty much we don't run it on the Rabbit. I haven't had to use it. It's almost too fast, too powerful. Middle speed, perfect for manicured lawns, for brushing anything kind of down that's not super thick. This machine, I would say, not really meant for brushing big, you know, 3-foot high fields of grass. I think you're just going to kill your battery and maybe even the machine. So we use it just for manicured lawns, fine work, vertical and horizontal edging. Works great. So I wouldn't be using it for the rough stuff. If I was going to do rough cutting or a lot of heavy mowing, I'd use the gas machine. But this thing will do it, I think. You just have to run. You're going to be burning out your batteries in about 10 minutes and maybe 15 at the most, and just not efficient. It'll work, but I think it's, you know, maybe a little bit too much stress on this machine. So I would say it's a semi-commercial or semi-pro model, which seems to be, so far we can run it professionally. Runs great. We run it 5 days a week, 2 to 4 hours a day, and so far it's been working out great. Guys love it. I love it. So it's been a good machine. What else can I say? The only other thing that I would say I'd be worried about would be this trigger here, catching on something and breaking off. So I'd like to see that kind of up in the machine here, like the top on the bottom. I think they do have one. I don't know if it's this model or maybe they've changed it in a newer model, but I think I've seen a picture of one where it's actually a solid piece, so it won't catch on something here, like this one here wouldn't catch on anything, which is what it should be down here as well. Other than that, everything looks good. It runs good. Maintenance wise, there's nothing to maintain on this except other than a little bit of grease in the head here. Take this bolt off and squirt some grease in here and you're good to go. Other than that, that's it. In terms of how this thing runs, if you haven't seen them, I'll turn it on and I'll give you a quick demo. So right here, this is the medium speed, like enough to trim anything and go fast. Here's the fast speed. Like lots of power. And then the turtle. You could run it on the Turtle, no problem, and it'd probably be fine for you if you don't want to go fast, but we want to go fast because time is money, and the faster the better. So we like to run it on the second speed setting, and runs great. Also has the reverse, which we use a little bit, which just kind of a nice little feature. If you're getting some grass on the inside of a post coming this way, the line turns this way, and normally you can reverse it. Oh, sorry, it goes this way, and you can reverse it to kind of peel that out of there, which works really good. So kind of a neat thing I've never seen before, never used it on anything else, but for this one it seems to work good. So yeah, the Makita Dux60 battery powered with two 5 amp hour battery packs in it. So far so good. We like it. We'll see the long-term usage of this thing, how it works out in the long term. But so far everybody seems to like it. The weight's pretty good, balance is pretty decent. It seems to be a pretty solid machine, so we like it. Gonna probably pick another one up and run it again, run another one just to see how they kind of hold up over time. One thing I like about this machine, and probably everybody else will too, is that there's no gas. So you're saving probably, I would guess, $5 to $10 a day in fuel if you run this thing for a long time. You know, you're running it for 3-4 hours, you're going to go through, you know, about 3 tanks of fuel in your still. That could run you about $6, $7. Plus you got some mix in there. So, you know, even if you're using, you know, $5 a day, 5 days a week, that's $25 a week. You know, that's $100 a month. That's being conservative. So I would say you're probably saving a little bit more. I would say you're probably saving about $125 a month in fuel alone, just by running battery power. And if you have the charger in the truck, like we do, you don't have to buy gas ever for this machine. So excellent, save money. This pay itself off in about 4 months, 5 months. The machine pays for itself. So hopefully it'll last a full, you know, couple, 2-3 years, I would hope. I mean, we're not going to use it. Obviously it gets used during the growing season, but we run these probably till around November here in Canada, and it gets pretty heavy use. So long term we'll see, but so far so good. We like it, guys like it. We like the Echo speed feed head on it, so perfect little combination. You know, I think now there's a lot of guys doing reviews on these battery powered trimmers on the internet, and they've compared everything right down to run times and so on. I think the Makita didn't have the, you know, wasn't the runtime on the batteries wasn't the greatest, but honestly, if you have a power inverter in your truck and a charger, I mean, it doesn't really matter. If you're getting 20 minutes on a charge or 30 minutes, and you got batteries charging all the time, it doesn't matter. You know, you have 4 batteries, 6 batteries, maybe 8 batteries on you at all times. You can always have a set charging up, and you should never run out of juice. So I don't know, maybe in the future they'll come up with batteries that'll last you an hour. If you do that, then great, less battery changes. But you know, I guess that's the one other kind of a pain, is you got to run back to the truck and grab the other batteries. But you know, you got to fuel up your machine every hour and a bit. So that's pretty much the same thing. You just got to do it a little bit quicker. But you're not burning any gas. You don't have to smell the fumes. This thing is way quieter than a gas trimmer. We still wear ear protection with it, but you could probably get away without it. I don't know what the laws are, what workers' comp would say about that, but not a lot of noise comes out of this thing. It's pretty quiet, so we like it for that. And excellent machine. We like it so far, and we're going to hope to pick up more battery-powered machines like this. Maybe stick to the Makita line and try a few other things. They have an edger as well. We want to try to pick up one of those to see how that works, and so far so good. All right, any questions, comments, leave them below, and thanks for watching.